it's going to go live, and I'm going to click out of it. So hopefully this doesn't degrade the, yep, I just got the notification that we are live, which is really cool. If you're a member of Appwizard Studio, you just got that notification. And I'm going to click out of that, and I'm going to stay in the Zoom page here. Okay, let's continue on. And we'll get all the bugs worked out tonight, and then each webinar after this will be very smooth. So remember, this is for Android only, what we are working on. There are some very, very cool things that you can do with this program. Set up multiple times a day for multiple pages and so forth. So let's go ahead and get right in. As everybody knows, and if you're new and if you've not listened to and or heard over the last 3 or 4 weeks, Appwizard Studio has now integrated the secure server side in order to allow beacons to work with your mobile apps. Just recently, as I think it was last week or week before, Mark had set up to where you could use individual pages to send out via the beacons. And so you can have a welcome page, a sign up page, this dress is on sale page, this hamburger's on sale. And you can set up multiple pages within the app. And last week, I believe it was, we showed you how to do that. Next week, we're going to do a complete wrap up of beacons, okay? And we're going to answer questions and go through whatever your questions may be. But this is hot, okay? Matter of fact, the day that this was launched, I'll never forget Woodrow's exact words was, "This is sexy." And I can tell you, seeing it in the field, seeing it happen, seeing what's going on, this is definitely sexy. And a beacon is simply, for those of you that are just joining, a transmitter that sends out a signal that is picked up by Bluetooth on a phone and gives out a notification, which, or whatever you wish to send it to. And they click on that, and they're able to get to the place that they want to go. The programming's all been done. The main thing that we've been focused on is the Eddystone URL. The Eddystone URL is very simple to set up. We have been using the rad dot beacons, and that's this beacon right here that you see. Tonight we're going to be talking about the UIDs, and we're going to go into the dashboard. The first thing that we're going to do is just remember, there's a couple of tools that you need, a couple of apps that you need. We talked about this last week. Beacon Tools is one of them. You need to go to the App Store, either Google Play or the Apple Store, and download Beacon Tools. You'll see it here in just a moment. You'll also need the Rad Beacon app in order to configure the beacon. The Beacon Tools actually puts it into and registers it with the Google system. And of course, you need a beacon. Now, this is just one type of beacon. You can use this and do this with any of the Eddystone beacons out there, and you can find a complete list. If you don't want to get from Radius Networks, you can use any beacons you desire. Okay, let's go up real quick. I'm going to make a change on the screen, and this is where I'm going to need your help. And I should be able to connect my phone right here real quick. Now, can everyone see my phone? Everybody should be able to see my phone. Just make sure that can happen. Not yet. Can everybody see my phone now? Let me go in here and do this one more time. How about now? Well, this worked like 50 times today. Let me switch screens back again. And let's try this one more time. There you go. How about now? Well, that don't make any sense. It says it's sharing the application. Everything's connected. You lost the whole screen. Yeah, you should be seeing the screen right here in the middle. It should be right in the middle. Let me try it again. Can you see the whiteboard? You can't see the whiteboard either. Oh, I know why you couldn't see it before. Hang on just 1 second. There's another little button there that turns on and off. And maybe this will work. I saw Rick Farrington just check in. Can you see the screen now? We'll try that one more time. Can you see my phone screen now? Still no. Well, that's not good. Kenny Dutton and I just tested this. Let me restart my phone real quick. This is very important that this happens. I'm going to come back up. Excuse me here. We just tested this yesterday. I've tested it 20 times a day and it works fine. Give me 1 second here. Going to restart my phone. Can I ask what you do see on the screen real quick? Can you see anything on the screen? Okay, let me try this here one more time. We'll get this figured out. There we go. Okay. Woohoo! Touchdown. Touchdown. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so now what we have to do is simply go in and we're going to set up the rad beacon dot. Okay? And we're going to do that just exactly the same way we did before. And this is very important that you watch exactly what I do. And okay, everybody can see the screen. I'm going to simply pull down on it. And it's connecting and it's looking for the beacon. I can see the beacon flashing. And now the beacon comes up. Now you can see that iBeacon is on. What we're going to do is we're going to turn on Eddystone UID and we're going to turn off the iBeacon. Now I'm going to name this just so I can keep up with this because I've tested several beacons. Okay. Done. Now, does everybody see where it says instance ID right here? This instance ID, can everybody see that? Very important that you can see that. I'm running my, okay, yes, everybody. This has to be changed. This is the only thing that has to be changed. Now, you can generate a new UUID right here. All you have to do is click that. Oops, I'm clicking it from, all you have to do is click that, generate, and it changes this number right here. But the UUID has to be changed in order for this to connect. Now, I've got a sequence of numbers that I've been using, and that's what I'm going to continue to use. Done. I'm going to change this to 66. Done. I'm going to go up. I'm going to apply. That was only 25 characters, so let me do that again. Apply. 8 zeros. Apply. I'm in the Rad Beacon app right now, okay? And this is just a habit. I lock every beacon. You want to lock every beacon, not that you can't get back in it and reset it. If you accidentally leave it outside somewhere and someone knows that that's there and they have the ability to just walk by and hit the Rad Beacon app and it connects, you don't want that happening. This way, it's out of configuration mode. This locks it out of configuration mode. Now we're going to come over and we're going to go up to the beacon tools. And it's going to pull up the beacons here. And you can see my Eddystone UID that I just put in and the Eddystone URL. We're going to go in and register this now. It's connecting to the beacon. Now, this is actually inside Google right now, okay? It says, cannot connect to the beacon. Do you need to press a button on it? No. Okay, this beacon does not support hardware configuration. So we're going to add a description. You can say building 1 first floor. I'm going to say Appwizard Studio. Sorry, I knocked my beacon off in the floor. Appwizard Studio. Training. We're going to say okay. Place. Where is this at? It's expected to be stable. If you can see there now, if you're setting this up at the place of business, it automatically brings this up and you can set it up that way, and or you can just come in and say pick a place. And it will set that place for you. Or you can type it in, it'll do the same thing. Indoor floor level, we'll say the first floor. This is just so you can keep up with it, okay? We're going to hit okay. Properties. Properties are for just your information so you know where it's at. We're going to say beacon color. We're going to say beacon is red dot. The value for this property, we'll say it's counter. And that's just telling me where the beacon's at. Okay. Now we come in. Now we're going to come over. Now we're going to register the beacon. And you can see now that you can go to registered, and you now see that this beacon is registered. There's the 102. This is 101. I've got a 100. This is 102, and this beacon is now registered. Does everybody follow that? Does anybody need me to go over that? Just step through it again. Your unregistered beacon will show up on this screen, on the unregistered screen. Then when you go to registered, after you've put the information in, it simply comes up as registered. And this shows you all the beacons that you currently have registered. Any questions on that? Any questions at all? It has to be registered in order. That's a great question. Thank you. It has to be registered in order for it to be inside of the beacon dashboard, inside of Google's dashboard. If you don't register it, there's nothing you can do with it inside the Google beacon dashboard. Let me change screens here. Okay, does everybody see the beacon dashboard here now? Can everybody see the beacon? Did I make sure I shared that screen? Everybody should be able to see the developersgoogle.com. Okay, awesome, awesome. Now let me show you, just go to developers.google.com/beacons and go under guides, and it'll show you the dashboard. Matter of fact, I'll go back. I wasn't on that page when I switched screens. So you'll know exactly where to go. Developers.google.com/beacons. Go to guides. Remember, we just registered that. So that when you register it, I can't remember who asked that question a while ago, but that will put it inside this dashboard so you can do some really cool stuff with it. This is where you're going to attach your URLs. You're unable to make attachments on this because attachments actually go to native apps that have been programmed connecting to the Google API. So we're going to stick with URLs. You're going to see when we go in here, this is the one we just activated. Okay, I've got two others that are activated. This is one that I keep in my pocket. Okay, it's set up as mobile. This was one that I set up today as I was testing out the Zoom system. This is the one we just did, okay? Level 1, active, stable, counter. So we know exactly which one we're working with. Now, if you'll notice right here, this is the location that was placed in the beacon, done by GPS. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's kind of weird. This is actually about 10 miles off. That this GPS location that's showing on this rad dot beacon is about 10 miles off. So what you can do is, if it doesn't match up, is you can type the address in here and click there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull the beacon that's right here, and you can see how far off it was, and we're going to put it right on top of there. This beacon is associated with this address. Okay, this is where this is actually my house out in the middle of nowhere. I tell everybody I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'll show you I'm really out in the middle of nowhere. You can see I'm surrounded by nothing but property. When I tell you and I'm talking to you on the phone, and I tell you that I'm looking out at a pasture, this is all pasturing cows. This is all farmland. So now you know where I live. So now we've got the location set up. We have the property value set up. This is a rad dot beacon. It's at the counter. We know exactly where it's at. This is the address. Of course, you would put the business address there. Now I'm going to show you something really cool. Once this is set up, it's set up. And this information is going to show up in your nearby. Once again, I want to be clear because I know this question is going to come up as everybody jumps off of training and starts doing it themselves. If you're trying to see it on an iPhone, because you can see the Eddystone URLs on iPhones, you will not see this on an iPhone. This is strictly Android. Now, up here, we're going to save this. You got save and cancel. We don't want to cancel. We're going to click save. It's been saved. Now we're going to go to view details. You've got attachments. Attachments is if you're programming a native app using the Google API, the Nearby API, and you're actually programming this to attach to an app. Now, you can also have this go to so people can download your app and some other things. But unless you're a programmer, unless you're into the native world and you've got apps that you want to drive people to through the Google store, you're not going to need this. If you do need this, I will go ahead and tell you, I can't teach you anything about it because I don't know. Okay, now here we are. And we're going to set up the nearby, okay? The nearby title is about 35. Don't go over 40, okay? 35 is good. Click here to get our menu. Okay, this is the title that will show up on nearby. Language. Now, this is if you're in the United States. I don't know what the code is for Canada or the other countries, but all you got to do is know what your ISO code is. There's a whole list inside here, inside the Google platform. If you'll just ask, click on, I think it's, oh gosh, just search for language codes. But in the US, it's EN. Now, if you'll remember, I said you can do some different things with this, app intent or freeform intent. This is if you're looking and you're the programmer. We're going to stick with the URL. Now, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to say HTTPS. twotap.mobi/2696. Now, this is what's cool, guys. This is what's going to blow your mind. I want to be able to set this up to where, because let's say this is a restaurant, and I'm going to set this up so this particular page will come up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and or I can select a day. So I'm going to run advertisements. This one will be set up on Mondays and Fridays. And it's going to start on the 28th. And we'll run it for a couple of months, and we'll do it to the 25th. And let's say that this is going to be a breakfast menu. So we're going to start it at 0600. And this is military time. So if you don't know military time, after 12 noon, it goes 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way up to midnight, which is 0000. Okay, and we're going to run this till, let's say, 10:30. All right? And we're going to set the rule. So we got Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right? We're going to save this. We're going to create the rule. Sorry, I missed the button. All right. Now we're going to save this. Now, guess what we can do? We can go in again, and we can set up a new app. Click here for our dinner menu. EN, web URL. Don't have to really mess with that. Yeah, a lot of guys don't, Mike. I've been there myself. Okay, now we're going to put in a different URL. We're going to set up a new target. Oops, I'm sorry. I put a... Guys, I cannot tell you the number of times that I do this and the number of times I have people call me and tell me their URL is not working. It's because you put a dot after Moby instead of a /. Now we're going to set up a new rule. And let's say that the new cool Kenny Dutton with his new haircut, okay, really wants to start driving this pork chop special on Thursday nights. So we're going to set this up on Thursday nights, and we're going to run it for a month. Okay. And this is going to start at 1700, which is 5 o'clock. And we're going to go to 2000, which is 8 o'clock. And we only want it on Wednesday. Now remember, this is strictly for nearby. Okay, we're going to set the rule. This is only on Wednesdays. Okay, and we're going to start it on the 27th, which is tomorrow, and it's going to end on the 17th, which is another Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm sorry, this is on Thursdays, isn't it? That's not a Wednesday. But I said that. And we're going to set the rule. We're going to create the rule. Oops. Did you see that? URL must be HTTPS. Didn't do that. It's going to tell you what's wrong. It'll tell you if you set the wrong days in there. Now, we're going to save that. And you can come in and see now you've got two actual different things set up on that UID, which will be triggered. These are triggers. We learned a lot about triggers when we were going to, this is two different apps. No, you can use the same app, different pages. I just didn't have all that with me. Okay. You can use the same app. You can set up 50 different pages in that app, and you can set them all to show at different times. For example, let's say that you're using a clothing store. Okay. And in the morning times, they want to do a sale on dresses. All right. And so when they walk in and you guys got your nice little beacon advertisements, turn on your Bluetooth and that kind of stuff at the door. And they walk in, they turn on, and it's going to drive them to the dresses. Well, in the afternoon, the person wants to sell jeans when the kids get out of school. And so they're coming in there and, they've got this great jean sale. And so maybe they want to sell belts with those jeans. So you remind them when they walk in. And of course, as we understand the way psychology goes, the more people do things, the more they remember to do it when they walk in somewhere, just like texting. Okay. So that afternoon, they've got a jean sale going on, but the lady says, listen, I really need to get rid of these belts. I've had them in inventory for 3 months. They're taking up space and I really need to get rid of them. Okay. What we can do is we can set up a nearby that when they're over at the jeans, they're going to get a notification to show them that the belts are on sale, even though they're in a different place. So many, I mean, I'm telling you guys, when you get off the training tonight, your brain's going to go crazy thinking of the million ways you can use this. Once again, this is only good. You're not going to be able to set, I mean, you don't know when they walk in the shop and when they don't. I mean, you can set this up to where with the radius of the app, okay, because you've set the radius of the app, right? This is going to transmit and it's going to show them, hey, welcome. When they enter, they can get one at the counter. You can set up multiple beacons with this. Okay, multiple beacons. Now, each beacon has to be set up individually. And remember right here, let me see if I can go back to the dashboard. These beacons that you see right here are 3 different beacons. These are 3 individual beacons that have been registered. Okay, beacon 1s, 2, and 3. These are all individual beacons. Now, this particular beacon right here is a beacon I keep in my pocket. I literally carry this beacon everywhere I go. I've gotten, this goes to a website, and I've gotten over 500 uniques to that website since I've been carrying this around, and it's been like 6 weeks now. So in 6 weeks, about a little less than 100 views a week, and just carrying it with me. Okay, so, but these are 3 different beacons set up in 3 different modes. All right. And this is actually as simple as it gets. Okay, doesn't get any simpler than this. Any questions on setting up the UIDs at all? The apps are pretty self-explanatory. If you'll just watch the training, you should be able to see that. You can do a lot of different things, especially for restaurants and people that do. I can't remember who called me about 3 or 4 weeks ago, William Bracey, I believe. He was needing this technology, and it's amazing what it will do. Any questions? I know there's no delay, so I know you're hearing me asking, did everybody get this? Does everybody understand it? Ask me now, as I won't be too accessible tomorrow. Okay, I take that as a no. Everybody still hear me okay? Is the system working okay? Everything going well with the Zoom system? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm going to go into real quick. Give me 1 second here. Yes, it's on YouTube. Matter of fact, it's being recorded on YouTube right now as we speak. That is the beauty part of this. It takes me 9 hours to download that from Facebook, to convert it and put it up on YouTube. This is being recorded on YouTube as we speak. Awesome. Yes, very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to move this screen over because I'm going to go into something real quick. I want to show you guys a new feature. I'm going to pull up the whiteboard. Can you guys see the whiteboard? I'll just test it out real quick. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let me, can you just see a blank screen now, or can you still see the whiteboard? I can't draw. I can't type. I can't draw. I'm in such a titty. Okay, let me log in here real quick. Mark called me today, and he put this in. He's had many requests for this. And let's see here. I'm going to go to resume share, and I'm going to share a new screen if I can find it. I think it's right here. Okay, can everybody see the Appwizard Studio screen now? Everybody see that okay? Awesome. Man, Woodrow Bridges, you're a genius. Thank you so much for this. This platform is a webinar guy's dream. I'm telling you, if you guys do webinars, I highly recommend this. I guess a lot of people have been requesting this, so Mark put this in the system. It's actually really cool. There's a lot of, you're going to think of a lot of ways you can use this. It's a message board. And in this message board, and this would be great. I was thinking today of things that would be used for. This would be great for setting for ball teams, getting the word out, having an interactive app with a communication. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to go to settings, and you can enable it or disable it. So we're going to enable it. Now you can set up user accounts where it forces the user to create an account before posting. So they literally have to set up an account and log in each time if they want to post. So let's say that you've got, you know, a coach and some coaches, or you want to, maybe if you want to use this for a review system. Okay. And I know a lot of you guys do the review systems. If you want to use this as a review system, you don't have to set up an account. You can either have people reply or not reply. If I was using it for a review system, I would not make it where people can reply on someone else's reviews. That's just me. But you can do all those different kind of things. You can call it anything you want. Let's call this baseball info. And the coach can put all this information for you. Those of you who work with the ball clubs and stuff, you can change the icon. We won't. Check here often for schedule changes. And practice times. And the coach can go in and he can do this, and this is live on the app. Yeah, really boost your app stats. We're going to save that. We're going to come over to preview. We're going to come down, and you can see right here, and I'm going to remove this because this is an active app, but I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on baseball info. I can create a post. Title. Wednesday schedule. Practice has been canceled due to weather. Submit. Return. And there you go. Wednesday schedule posted by Kerry, posted on Wednesday. Practice has been canceled. And they can go in and they can view this. Let's go home. Baseball info. There it is. Wednesday schedule. So now you've got a way to interact with your clients, with your customers with their customers. Yeah, you're right, Kenny. I mean, it's dangerous when they post on any forum. Okay. I mean, that's part of business. If you're doing things right, then you're not really concerned about anything. I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook gets plastered with porn and stuff all the time. You just have to manage that stuff. You know, that's what you do. And but this isn't secure, and that's a good point. This isn't secure, but it's a great tool to allow for reviews or any kind of stuff. Now, here's the great thing. And this kind of goes back to Kenny's point. I can manage the post. So I come in here and let me look at this. Okay, that's good. Now let's say that I don't like a post. Maybe somebody brought it to my attention. Hey, there's somebody out there, they're vulgar or whatever. If you got users, of course, you can manage your users and you can delete them. But let's say that this post is kind of vulgar, okay? We're going to remove that. And it's gone. There is no notification with it. It's not a notification system. It's kind of like a blog post, if you will, a message center. This was really something that the resellers wanted. So, but if I was a business, I would check it every day. You know, I mean, any business looking for reviews checks their reviews every day. I would think they would. Okay. Any questions? Any questions at all? And of course, we can disable it. That may be something he could add. I mean, he put this in based on requests. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe an upgrade to it, just put in a support ticket to the fact. Because I can promise you that is one thing I cannot do. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you, when you start thinking about that little thing right there, there is a million uses for it. A million uses for it. Okay. Any questions? I promise you guys, I wasn't gonna keep us over. I'm going to start backing off of those hour-and-a-half trainings. They get very confusing, and the next day is really rough because that's hour-and-a-half is long. We're going to start keeping it about 45 to 50 minutes with some question and answer time. While we're doing that, I'm going to pull up. I want to share something with you guys that is really, really, really awesome. And let me pull my screen back up here. I'm going to shift screens. Sure. What do you want to experiment with, buddy? Lay it on me. Throw it out there. Add you to the broadcast. All right. Let's see here. Settings. Enable. Enable. Save. Oops. Can everybody see the screen? Okay. I'll tell you what, Mike, I'm going to do so you don't have to broadcast your email to everyone. Matter of fact, 2 or 3 of you go ahead and go into this. Can everybody see the link I just sent? True, it's all over the web. That's true. Everybody tap on that link there and go ahead and add yourselves, and we'll all test this here. Matter of fact, I'll do the same thing. I'm not. I just got this right before training. Mike said it's already out there, dude. Go ahead and throw her out some more. WhatsApp.mobi/DBC demos. Go all the way to the bottom. It's all the way on the bottom. It says baseball info. Right here. It asks for your phone number. And a password. Create a post. I hope everybody's doing this. I did not receive a message. Oh, the copy code for this app? You don't really want to use this app. This is all linked apps. Well, you can if you want it. Hey, but if you guys do, hey, if you guys want the, if you want to use this for demos, you can see all the demos in it. I mean, it's all demo apps. This whole thing is demo apps. The whole thing is nothing but demo apps. Okay, let's go ahead and see everybody that's signed up here. Let's go to the message board. Manage users. Biz app, Kenny Dutton. I signed up, and you can see here. There's the phone number. So, and of course, anybody can put any information in there. We all know that. Okay. Did anybody get anything back when they signed up with their phone number? I did not put my real phone number in there. And you can see the post. And that's the one I just did. Yeah, I don't think it's broadcasting anything. It's not broadcasting anything. Posted by me on this date. Hi, this is Kerry. Obviously, you would want to put the margins on your box a little bit bigger. Change the color of your buttons. I'm not going to change any of these colors or anything because this is an active app. Any questions? Michael, did that answer your question, buddy? Being able to go in and do that? Let me disable everything. Let me go ahead and save this. And this is already active on everybody's platform. Any more questions? Oh, you mean bring you on the oh, wow. How would I do that? Invite. I got you, brother. I know what you're saying. Invite by context. You're saying bring you on this broadcast. I apologize. I got you now, buddy. Don't know that answer, Dennis Gray. Now, if you use the UIDs, you can change them for every page, obviously. Mike, you don't know how to do that, do you? I don't see that. I can invite people to the call. Can everybody hear me? Alt I. This is to invite people to join the meeting. Okay, everybody says they can hear me. Let me see if I can click on your name, Mike. Oh, here we go, right here. I found it. Okay, I'm going to promote Michael Cahill to a panelist. Okay, Mike, I can see your screen now. I see that let me see, your microphone is muted. I'm going to unmute you. Can you talk to us, buddy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Thank you for letting us test this out with you.
Excellent, because I'm sure there's some uses where we want to bring somebody on that's done something amazing and, just do a little interview with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, can everybody hear Mike okay? Can everybody hear Michael?
Now, you said you can see my screen. Can you see my face?
No, I can't see you. I can't see you broadcasting. I can see your screen says Michael Cahill. Let's see here. I've got your audio. I don't see a camera, and everybody can hear you.
All right. Well, we can play with this at another time and figure it out.
Okay. Awesome, buddy. Hey, well, thank you for, I see when you talk, it turns green on my side. So this is awesome. Guys, I highly recommend, and it's like Mike said, you can use these for one-on-ones. You can literally close businesses on this platform. And this is a great system. We looked at several, and over the weekend, Woodrow sat down and he dug deep, and this is what he came up with. And I've been ecstatic for 2 days dancing on top of the table. So, but all righty, just see Kerry's screen and hear Mike. All right, but everybody can still hear me. Is that correct? Can everybody still hear me? Yes. Awesome. All right. Well, is there any more questions before we sign out? Thank you, Michael Cahill. Appreciate you very much, buddy. Any questions on what we went over tonight at all? All right, there will be a video up on YouTube. It's recording as we speak. I'm sorry, I got the notification, so we don't have to worry about trying to download all this stuff and get bad quality and all that. We're right back to where we were. So once again, everybody have a great evening. It's been a pleasure. Oh, thank you. Man, I got sidetracked. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for reminding me. That's where I was headed a while ago, and we got off track. I want to share with you guys something, and this is really, really cool. And it's something Woodrow has found that has been a great door opener. It is a great tool to use with businesses. It is a superior tool to use with these kiosks. And he had to go out to Vegas over the weekend on business. And he also was up in the mountains 2 weeks ago and had a chance to utilize this. And they are VIP cards. They're travel cards with a $200 value. And you can see here, and this is a great screenshot. This is what he did up in Georgia for a business up there during a special event. And they were giving away these free these cards. 1 in 10 is a winner. And he set it up with for the signups and everything, and it worked out absolutely wonderful. There are some other people that are using these, and that are using these for great for prayer requests, that are using these already and having great success with these cards. So try to change my screen here. This is what the card looks like. If you're interested in the cards, give Woodrow a call. He can go completely through the entire system. PM him. Say that 10 times on Facebook, and he'll be absolutely 100% ready to show you exactly how this works. It is a great program. Let me show you. As a matter of fact, I've got a slide here. Let me find it. There it is. This is what he just saved. He went to Vegas on a business trip. And without the VIP card, it was going to be $395.10. With the VIP card, it cost him $277.54 to stay in a beautiful hotel in Vegas. So it saved him a lot of money. But give Woodrow a call. Not a call, just message him on Facebook, and he will respond. It's an excellent program that allows you to give away, especially with the kiosk system. And you can see what a great job he did right here setting up this kiosk. And he gave these away to get them to sign up for the kiosk. I mean, to get them to sign up into the system. So excellent program. Give him a call. Yeah, that's savings over and above Travelocity. And we've all used Travelocity. So great program, VIP club card. Get a hold of Woodrow, and he'll be more than happy to answer your questions. He can answer them a whole lot better than I can because he's very up on this program. He's using the program not only to travel, but he's using the program, as you can see, with his clients. There's some other resellers that are using this program also that's doing a great job building their list. So any questions before we call it a night? Anybody at all? Okay. Thanks again, Mike Hale. Thanks for your help. Thanks for everybody coming out to train tonight. This is a great platform. I think we're going to keep it around for a while. And we will see everybody on next Wednesday's training. Have a good night. We'll see you also in the Facebook group.